All right, let's keep going with SpaceX because we can spend the whole night on that. What do you want
Yeah.
to talk about? Like, is there something where you
Well,
want to
here's
go?
it. Well, the next thing up. What did they do? It's just, and some of this can be really quick.
Yeah,
Like this one, they want to build businesses on the moon, Mars, and beyond. So it's
right.
just that's what the point of the whole IPO filing. You get the it gives investors a long look at the long-term ambitions as well as what's going on right now. And so the company actually said that future markets could include factories on Mars and asteroid mining. And speaking of that, you saw the pre-launch activities for
Right.
the
Yep.
for Starship tonight, and there's that guy on there saying they're planning a flyby mission of Mars
Yep.
sooner, a human crewed flyby mission of Mars sooner than later, and that guy was going to be on it. And
Yeah.
so I want to see more info on that because that's the first time I've heard of this.
Yeah, I heard it just the same moments that you did half an hour ago. I've looked for news online about it, and so far, as of the start of the show, there hasn't been anything.
Okay.
So, we don't know anything more than what was announced during the pre-launch show.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the point is that this piece is that SpaceX wants investors to think far beyond just rockets and Starlink satellites.
right.
And from that graph we just saw and all the other stuff they're announcing, it's that's
Yeah, but they're
launch is going to be the least of their concerns.
right, exactly. The rockets are the least of their concerns. They're business concerns. The rockets are the least of them. They didn't put any numbers in for Mars or Moon or beyond. And
Right.
they're putting 22 trillion on the enterprise elements of it. So yeah, they kind of, it sounds insane, but they kind of cease to be a space company if this goes the way that they are advertising it.
Yeah. And
Um,
given that next little piece shows here, in addition to all the numbers that you've seen, they also have they call eye-popping deadlines.
yeah, that
They're
one's
really
wild.
setting deadlines for themselves,
Yep.
and there's some very aggressive ones. He says, "I don't always hit them, but I get there sooner or later." That was a 2020. He said that. So
His quote is punctuality is not my strong suit.
right,
But I
but always
come
come through in the
in
end.
the end.
And so they want, but very quickly he wants Starship's first payload to be launched, paying payload second half of 26. The V3 deployment second half of 26. Acquisition of Cursor, yay or nay, end of October. Starlink mobile V2 launch next year. This is real aggressive stuff.
It is.
And they're closing a deal with EchoStar apparently next November. And they have a bridge loan, I guess they have to pay, but they may put it off a year depending on what's going on. But I just wanted to show that they got an aggressive schedule. They talked about that earlier this year. I mean, our big launch, maybe it'll happen tomorrow, but that's just the first one. And then, but the kind of almost the last quarter of the year is going to be almost stacked. They want to do like 6 of them.
Yeah. Well, and they're a big enough company that they can, as long as they have range space.
Yep.
Right.
Interestingly, in all those important deadlines, the one I was looking for wasn't there, which was a demonstration of on-orbit refueling.
Right. Everybody is waiting for that. It's you either get that and you go to the moon, or you don't get that and you don't go to the moon. Like that one should be really obvious and it should be front and center. But okay, they're not committing to it, which I thought was a kind of a chicken move. I thought that was kind of a chicken move.
Okay. And there's another one I guess we could just share it with folks. We don't have to go through the whole thing, but there's another Eric Berger piece that I really liked.
Yep.
And it says the U.S. space enterprise is desperately waiting for Starship and raises the question, will it finally deliver? And so, like they say, it's a wild ride. The highs are high and the lows are low. And so, but one could be forgiven these days that SpaceX is at its core a rocket company still. Despite all their mega deals that they've been doing. So one might reasonably ask, what do they do these days, actually? With all the acquisitions they've done, and they've got this IPO. So basically, everything they aspire to be in the next quarter of a century, it's all on the line.
Right.
Possibly tomorrow.
Possibly tomorrow.
And it's a whole lot of stuff in here. They had a very difficult year last year. They're hoping for a really great year this year, and so we'll see. We started slowly. We'll hope we'll work up to something really good. They changed their third version of the Raptor rocket engine. Now everything and every one of those engines, 33 engines on that rocket, every one of them is tested.
Yep.
One at a time before they even go in.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great material there for people who want to look at it in a little more depth. I mean, we could do a whole show on this whole thing.
It's a good article. It really is. There's a lot to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think of Musk's plan to keep control of 85% of the company by his voting shares?
You know what? I think if he continues doing really good things the way he intends to do them, if he meets a lot of his milestones, I don't think anyone's going to give a shit. Because because the company is making money, and as John says, you get what you pay for. And so, because he's been taking like on paper like a $50,000 a year salary. He's like, he reminds me of Steve Jobs when he was, because he took $1.
It's not about the money.
But his options were insane.
Right. Yeah.
Which got him a lot of scrutiny at the end. But
yeah, that's fair. All right. Anything more to say about SpaceX?
Not right now.